Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Drama Night 2018. We are your masters of ceremony tonight. I'm Aiden.
I'm Jack.
And I am Vincent.
For the past few months, our students and teachers have put in hundreds of hours of grit, wit, and hard work to make this show possible.
And tonight must be a great moment for them to showcase their awesome talents. Fruits of their effort to you, our amazing audience.
Because had it not been for your support, Drama Night wouldn't have become our school's tradition.
So, Vincent, when was the first Drama Night held?
I think it was in 2004. This year is the 15th year of Drama Night.
Over the years, so many talented teenagers have set foot on this stage. Take a look at Mr. William Ma,
Mr. Jason Chin!
And also Mr. Brian Tam!
Oh, Aiden! I remember seeing you on stage last year.
Yes, it's my 4th year of Drama Night.
Wow, but why did you still enroll for the show?
Well, I joined because I love Drama Night, I love to perform, and I really love to be on the stage with you two.
That's passion, and we all have it. Passion, it's why we students, teachers, graduate, spend the precious time on this show. Passion, it's why we stand against all odds to pursue our dreams. Passion, it's what links us all together.
However, some of us may possess passion once, but lost it due to different reasons, or have never even truly discovered the magic of passion.
That's exactly what happened to our protagonists, Professor Browning and Blair.
But passion is never truly lost. We can always find it if we want to.
So, can Blair and Professor Browning regain their passion?
Sorry, I can't reveal the story yet, but let me give you guys a hint. It's all about the magic of the red dot.
So let's wait no longer. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present
Red Dots.
So you think he's still wearing that kind of brown colored suit?
So, who is going to open the door this time?
Sorry, but I can't remember the password. See, my hands are fully occupied. Maybe we can flip a coin. Let the coin decide for us. It will be fun. I'll do it, all right? I'll do it.
Not you again. Can we have a change?
You are boring. Let him do it.
Why can't you do it?
Can you see I've no hands?
Oh, right. I almost forgot you have nothing. No hands, no brain, nothing.
Look, I still got this to punch you with.
Hey, I said I'll do it. You hear me?
I can knock you down single-handedly.
Stop fooling around, guys. The professor's waiting.
The professor can wait.
Don't worry.
I promise. Professor Browning will be glad to see us early today.
He would be happy to see our final product.
Folks, time for our class.
What's the big deal there? How many times have I told you that cockroaches are just biological creatures that are nothing to be afraid of? Oh my word!
Is that something of a prank? I would certainly love to be a part of... Is this an acting class? I see. Folks, your acting is too crappy.
What's happening here? Bad news! What, Yoji? You again here?
Wait, what? Why are you here?
What's wrong?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh gosh, why are you here? Studying.
So what? I can study anything I want.
Bad news.
Hurry up!
So you
Be
better sit back
seated.
to your seat.
Oh,
This is
why
mine.
should I?
I choose this seat, so
What's
let's sit.
wrong?
Silence! So, so I suppose you know where you are, and I suppose you are at the right place.
All right.
This is Introduction to Postmodern Rhetoricism, course code EN3649. Yes, a question already?
EN3649, Introduction to Postmodern Rhetoricism. This course presents an overview of the origin and historical background of rhetoricism, as well as the relationship between the theoretical and the practical aspect of the phenomenon in the postmodern setting. Through discussions and hands-on experiments, students will gain a whole range of experience in the formation of the rhetoric, and therefore acquire a comprehensive understanding of the significance of rhetoricism in the postmodern era.
Seriously? Did he recite course outline? He didn't miss a single word.
Very smart, fully prepared.
He is the smartest student in our class.
Browning.
Oh, do you mean he was bragging?
And I'm rolling while I'm burping.
I am Professor Browning.
Oh, right.
He's got exceptional taste. Look at his tie and jacket. The whole person is literally browning.
Don't be so
Yeah.
mean. Well, Professor Browning, would you mind telling us more about the course details?
Haven't I spoken quite clearly about the course outline?
No.
There are 3 additional points you should bear in mind if you want to finish this course.
May I know what they are?
Number 1, you listen whenever I talk.
Oh, that's boring.
Are you ready for a babbling old man?
Listen whenever I talk. Blah, 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 blah.
Number 2, you can raise any questions, but I may not answer.
Why? Why?
Why not?
See? He will not give you an answer.
Number 3, you do. Wait a minute.
Is he a patient of some kind?
How do I know?
With that red pill, there can be a few possibilities, but I need more time before making a correct judgment.
Excuse me. Where was I? Right. Number 3, you do whatever I order.
How come I start to have a feeling that this is more like a prison cell than a lecture hall?
Funny, I start to feel the same.
May I say a few words?
Uh-huh.
According to Martin Maslow Eriksson's famous hypothesis, a lecture's efficiency is directly proportional to the interaction between the lecturer and the audience. M.M. Eriksson pointed out that learning could be dramatically discouraged when students were not allowed to interact with the teacher. Theoretically speaking, therefore, the 3 points you've just raised will only result in an unsatisfying momentum in the class, and thus bring this course to a most undesirable end.
Well, in other words, we don't like that.
That.
What you just said.
Oh. If you're not happy, you can quit. The door is over there.
What?
You don't think I'll quit, do you?
But you can't move on to anywhere else if you don't finish this course.
This is the basic course.
You mean I'll be in trouble if I quit?
Exactly.
So, is anybody planning to quit already? Anybody?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Do we have other choices?
I'm pessimistic.
We would better stay.
One last time. Anybody?
Frowning.
Oh, have I missed anything?
10 minutes late.
You are. The traffic was horrible.
When you are late, you are late.
But don't you forget the golden words of wisdom. Better late than never. Ever heard of that?
Browning. I am Professor Browning.
Cute. That suits your outfit. Totally.
Get it?
And your name is?
My name is Blair. B-L-A.
Blair. I have you on my list. Oh, there you are. The only one who failed in this course last year. A second timer. I see.
Who cares?
Oh, be seated, gentlemen, if you want a more hopeful start this year.
Excuse me. If I want to stand, I stand. I'm not used to taking orders.
Number 3, do whatever he orders.
I beg your pardon.
This gentleman seems to have missed quite a lot. Somebody, please fill him in.
What if I don't care? Hey, I'm asking you a question.
You may raise any question, but he may not answer. That's point number 2.
So, class, I would like to start with
You,
the history of
do
the
you
red.
find this funny?
I would like to begin with
Hey,
the red dot
I'm
history,
talking to you.
and it is the human
Oh, are you too
implications
old
of
and deaf to hear what I say?
Whenever I talk, you listen. Is that clear?
That's point number 1. But go on, yeah.
This gentleman seems to have missed everything important.
I know I was late, but that's it. It's not criminal. What's the big deal? And I can't care less about your point number 1, 2, and 3. Who cares?
If you're not happy, you can quit. The door is over there.
Quit.
Interesting. In that case, I'm going to stay. Let's see.
Alas, my love, you do me wrong to cast me off discourteously, and I have loved you so long, delighting in your company. Green sleeves was all my joy, green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady please?
See, as I mentioned in the previous lecture, the dot is essentially a circle, a simple airtight closed shape, a perfect disk, bound and enclosed by a solid line, on which any given point, was of an equal distance from the center of the circle. As the point travels carefully on the curvy lines, it holds a fair and balanced space between the center and itself. The dot that we are talking about here is basically a highly concentrated version of such a circle. Are you with me?
Yes.
Now, after going through the geometric structure of the dot, let us move on to the color red. Red.
Oh my words! When is he going to stop?
For the past 2 weeks, he's been talking and talking and talking.
I feel like if I listen to him for just another minute, I will throw up my breakfast together with my dinner last night.
His voice is driving me mad, you know. How can anyone be so boring and not notice it?
Well, to be fair, he's just trying to give us a background. You know, a solid foundation is important. Don't you agree?
But everything is already printed on a handout. See?
Exactly. If I can read it on my own, why say it? I didn't come here to let him tell me what I can read for myself.
Gosh, I can't stand it anymore.
Wait! I've got an idea!
Shh. Are you still with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what really matters is the human culture implications of the color red. Exactly.
I've got an idea!
What is it?
What did you say if we give ourselves some fun?
What do you mean?
Let's give the professor a little shock.
Sounds a great deal of fun.
But how?
I would not do it. I will risk breaking rules and having myself kicked out of this classroom.
Use your head, buddy. You don't have to do it yourself.
Bingo! We will have someone else to do it for us. 3, 2,
What's the matter?
That's inappropriate.
If you don't want to do it, just get out of our way. Just sit and watch. Enjoy the show. 3, 2, 1.
Ah! What happened? What happened?
I'm the one asking what's happened.
I was teaching, and all of a sudden you shouted. Now you're asking me what happened.
No. I was sleeping, and all of a sudden you shouted. You must be mistaken.
Oh, you must be mistaken, kid. You have just broken my rules. Do you realize that? Number 1.
Number 1, we listen whenever you talk.
No one should interrupt me whenever I talk.
Let me make this clear. First, I was only sleeping when you shouted. And second, I couldn't care less about your point number 1, 2, and 3. And third, I'm no kid. And don't you call me kid!
Oh, in that case, you should not be sleeping in the first place. Kid!
Speaking of that, how can anyone not fall asleep in your boring lecture? All you do is read from this handout like a zombie. Blah, 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 blah.
How dare you!
I'm simply telling the truth.
If you're not happy, you can quit. The door is over there.
Let me tell you what. I'd rather die in a car accident than be bored to death in the middle of your lecture!
What did you just say?
I said I'd rather die in a car accident.
Get out! Get out! Who cares?
Let's not make it work. Come on, let's get some fresh air outside.
Oh, just calm down.
Professor,
Are you feeling better, Professor?
Professor?
Everyone, listen up. You too.
who cares?
Number 4. No one should ever mention a car accident again in my lecture. Never!
Alas, my love, you do me wrong to cast me off
I'll never get this right.
Easy, easy.
We're all struggling, buddy.
Show a little more patience, please.
No, I'm doomed.
You're not doomed. It just doesn't look like a red dot.
How can it be possible? The balance is so hard to get. The distance between the surface and the center keeps shifting.
I know how frustrating
I
it is.
keep collapsing, look!
This is driving me insane.
Stay calm, stay cool. Shouting like that won't take you anywhere.
Balance.
We all know it.
But it's easier said than done.
For me, the dot is not a problem. I can handle that well.
but you have real trouble with the colors.
It looks a bit too yellowish, don't you think so?
Gosh, Red, there's another trick.
That's the secret.
The essence of the whole makeup. If you don't get the red right, you fail. It's over.
I thought making a perfect red dot is simple as ABC.
You were obviously too naive, buddy.
Give me a break.
Hey, folks, what did you think?
I don't think that's a good idea. The professor will be mad.
Who cares?
Come on!
Hey, Penelope, catch.
No.
Give me.
Hey,
Oh,
here.
catch it, got him.
Oh, Blair.
Give it to Blair. Nice catch.
Yes, who cares?
And what about this?
That's a bad idea too.
But we may find something useful here.
Yes, that will save a lot of trouble.
But the professor asked us to figure this out by ourselves. Number 3, do whatever he orders.
Exactly. He ordered us to get this done. By hook or by crook.
The professor will be mad if he finds out.
He will not find out if you don't say a word.
In that case, I'll say what I have to say.
What's a spoiler?
How uninteresting.
Don't worry, I've got something more interesting.
What are you saying?
The other day, I was doing some research and I bumped into this department newsletter from those years.
Who is this?
He looks familiar.
I feel like I've seen him
His
before.
name is on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, it's the Professor Browning. He looks so different.
He looks so much younger.
Bingo! This is Professor Browning, 13 years ago.
He looks so much more charming.
Right, a totally different person.
After all, it's 13 long years ago.
And who is this?
Oh, would it be?
Yes, this is Professor's wife, Mrs. Browning.
Oh, she looks gorgeous.
What a happy couple.
Where did you get this picture?
As I've said, I was doing some research and I bumped into this fascinating report.
And look at that. Winner of the Best Lecturer Award.
You mean Professor Browning was the winner?
By sheer luck.
And for record-breaking 7 consecutive years?
I can't believe that. He doesn't seem to be that popular.
Something must have gone wrong with the professor.
He is boring. He is dull. He's no fun. There's no room for doubt. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't think he can even teach.
Please don't be mean, please.
She's just trying to be honest to her feelings.
Hey, look at that. Professor Browning, the record-breaking winner.
Unbelievable.
Winner of the Best Lecturer Award. Disappeared from the lecture room for 4
I
months.
told you. Something must have gone wrong with the professor.
Let her finish.
Yes, something has gone wrong.
Disappeared from the lecture room for 4 months due to a car accident.
A car accident.
He lost his wife and he was bedridden for 4 months.
Because of the car accident.
The car accident took his wife too.
Oh, she was so young and beautiful.
And they were such a happy couple.
What a tragedy. How cruel.
And a car accident that almost ended his teaching career.
That's why.
What?
That's why he was so mad last time when I mentioned the car accident.
That's why.
You should have been more sensitive.
I have only myself to blame.
May I say a few words? Professor Browning is not an easygoing person, for sure. He's boring, he's dull, he's no fun, for sure. And as far as we know, a very horrible lecturer. There's no doubt about it. But there's one thing I admire about him. He has my respect for one single reason. Despite the tragic death of his wife, he still chose to move on. After the most terrible misfortunes, he chose life and he chose to live on. For that, he has my respect.
I was only in the washroom. What have you all been doing? Didn't I tell you making the model?
We're terribly sorry, Professor.
No excuses. Number 3.
We do whatever you order.
So, do you want to get kicked out? The door is over there.
No, of course not, Professor Browning.
Where are your models? Show me your models. No. Red dot. Red dot. And you. What is this? Do you call this a red dot?
Forget it. I got this all wrong. But I'll keep trying.
Oh, you sound very different today.
I'll keep trying, I promise. I'll move on.
So listen up, you people. Your work will be due soon. Get this done, or you will fail in the course.
Please, this is so hard.
If you're not happy, you can quit. The door is over there.
Please.
I repeat, if you're not... Did anyone see my pill bottle?
It's over here. Professor. Professor.
Yes.
Did you
Yes. I'm listening.
Well, you
What are you trying to say? Come on.
I mean, did you have a... Forget it.
Do you have a question, kid?
Yes, Professor, but number 2.
What?
We can raise any question, but you may not answer.
Alas, my love, ye do me wrong to cast me off discourteously, and I have loved you so long, delighting in your company. Green sleeves was all my joy, green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady green sleeves? I have been ever at your hand to grant whatever you would crave. I have both wit and life and land, your love and good will for to have.
Answer. the red dot is more than just an answer.
What's the password again?
Try this.
It won't work.
Try again.
I'm trying.
See, there you go. I've told you.
Right.
Why'd you have to drag me into all this?
You are the nicest person in the whole class.
Oh, really? Thank you.
Keep it low. Keep it low.
I don't get it. Why'd you have to come back in the middle of the night? Just because
Who on earth is there?
Professor Browning?
Who is lurking in that dark corner?
It's
us. You have scared the life out of me.
Our apologies, Professor.
What are you doing here? The two of you. You know we don't have night courses, right?
It's all because of him.
Blair,
Well...
don't you tell me you're here for a walk.
In fact, Professor, we're here for our work, our coursework.
You mean the red dot model?
Yes, Professor.
And he said he was afraid of the dark.
I didn't say that.
He said he had left his handout in the lecture room and would like to come back and fetch it.
That's it. Silly me.
Oh, why don't you wait until tomorrow?
Tomorrow's the deadline, Professor. Don't you remember?
Now you mention it.
And I promise I'll move on. I'll keep trying until I get it right.
Oh, very impressive.
And what about you?
Yes, what are you doing here in the middle of the night?
Oh, Professor Browning!
Hello there.
Staying late again tonight, yes? Hi?
Hi?
And they are...
Never mind. They're my students.
Hi.
I heard some unusual noise, and I thought some strangers had broken into the area. Is everything all right, Professor?
Well, they're here to help me tonight. Yeah, I asked them to come with me tonight.
Ah, that's why. No problem. Go ahead. I swear I didn't see anyone.
Thank you.
I have to go now. Hey, Professor! But don't overload your heart with too much work. You shouldn't stay here every night. Don't forget your heart problem, okay?
Sure.
Mind you, people with a heart problem can catch you off guard. You better look after him.
Sure.
I really have to go now. See you tomorrow, Professor.
Of course. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, we're sort of friends.
Friends.
We meet here every night.
Every night.
Does it mean you work until this late hour? Basically every night?
Well, you may say so.
Wow.
Wow.
And you have a heart problem?
You had some questions for me the other day, didn't you?
Yes.
You wanted to ask whether I had a car accident 13 years ago.
Yes.
You wanted to ask whether I was injured in the accident. You wanted to ask whether I was bedridden and could not teach for 4 months. And you wanted to ask whether my wife lost her life in the accident. Yes?
Yes.
The answer to all these questions is yes. Yes. I started to have a heart problem ever since then. But do I want to quit? No. Do I want to give it all up? No.
We're sorry for bringing this up, Professor.
I shouldn't have asked these questions.
It's all right. It's all right. Everybody wants an answer to their questions. Sometimes I think of that. I still want an answer. But I've come to realize that this is life. You have got to move on, even though the answer is not available. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't quit trying. Live on, even though there doesn't seem to be an answer.
Professor Browning.
Look at that.
I know it's still a mess right now, but I promise I'll keep trying until I get it right.
You want to get the right color. You want to get the right shape. And you want to get the perfect red dot. But you have no idea how to do it, right?
Well, exactly.
I know that feeling. But have I ever told you, after all has been said and done, still this cannot be taught. You can only feel it for yourself.
Feel it for myself?
Feel it for yourself. As if there was no handout and no user manual to guide you.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay, I've got to continue with my work. And you have got to continue with yours.
Right, Professor.
So we'd better go now and leave you to your work.
Goodbye for now, Professor. Just don't stay too late.
Don't overload your heart with too much work.
And don't forget your heart problem, okay?
Don't forget, your work is due tomorrow.
No problem, Professor. I will get it done. I promise.
Promise. Professor Browning would be glad to see us early today.
He would be happy to see our final product.
Folks, time for our class.
Oh, what's the big deal there? How many times have I told you that cockroaches are just biological creatures that are nothing to be afraid of? Oh my word!
Is it something of a prank? I was certainly left to be a part of. Is this an acting class? I see. Folks, your acting is too crappy.
What's happening here?
Bad news.
Professor.
I'm afraid he has...
Stop whining. Tell me what is happening here.
The professor has dropped dead!
What? He's still breathing.
Give him some fresh air.
Professor Browning.
Professor.
He's still
Professor!
breathing. Get help now.
Professor!
Call the emergency hotline. Hurry up, hurry up. Now!
Professor. He's scared, Professor. Wake up.
This way. Now, there you go.
It's all right. Thank you.
You can do it.
Where's the professor?
The professor has just left!
What? What's the noise all about? Who are you?
Browning. Professor Browning. Don't you recognize me?
But they say you've just left.
Yes, I've left for the washroom. Why?
Gotcha.
Be careful, Professor.
Blair, do you remember the first time I met you?
Yes, I remember. I was 10 minutes late.
And you are late again this time.
Yes, but I'm improving. 4 minutes this time.
Yes, you are improving. You are different now.
You look different too, Professor. I mean, seriously.
I thought I would not make it this time.
You have been unconscious for 3 days, Professor.
The doctor said it was a close shave.
A narrow escape from death, so to speak.
And we were also worried about you.
I even cried.
Me too.
You shouldn't have worked too hard.
Working late at night is no good for your health, Professor.
You even forgot to take your pills.
That's why you're feeling conscious.
Why did you do it to yourself?
You should be banned from the lecture room.
No more night shift, please.
All right, all right. I will learn from this.
But, Professor, we're glad you made it.
Thank you, Professor Browning.
For everything.
Thank you.
It was all like a dream. I mean, being so close to death. Twice. The car accident 13 years ago. And now this heart attack.
And you survived them both.
And you will live on.
Oh, can't say for sure. But I know I won't quit easily. Oh yes, the deadline.
The deadline. You are fully alive now.
Well, you mean it's time for medication?
Oh, what time is it? By the way,
Shouldn't we alarm the nurse?
Yes.
Perhaps we should call the doctor in.
Speaking of which, May I say a few words?
Kids, no more fooling around. The deadline for your final coursework. The model. Where is your red dot model?
Professor, you sure you want to see it here?
I'm afraid that there are rules that prohibit the
And
display
you'd
of...
better take more rest.
Show me your models now.
Of course, of course.
Mind you, it's not a perfect one. But I did try to give it my best. Now, don't blame me if it gives you another heart attack.
Number 3.
We do whatever you order.